Hey, what's up, everybody? Well, almost on time. We'll have to do better next time. So you are here to see me unbox the NVidia Shield console. And as you can see, the seal's still on there. I haven't even had a chance to open it myself. I had this horrifying feeling that it might come out like dead on arrival and then I'd have to totally freak out. But for the sake of argument, let's hope that's not the case. All right, well. What we're going to do here is we're going to open this guy up. We're going to show you everything that's inside the box. We're going to plug it in. The TV's right behind me. We're going to get it all set up and configured, and then as soon as we can twitch, then we're going to do some twitching. All right, so let's go ahead and start this guy up. All right, as you can see, it's a kind of a clamshell case here. I know, I don't like scissors. I have to use this big brutal knife. All right. Usually their packaging is really cool, so let's take a look here. Alright, it's off the box. Alright, there we go. In all of its glory, just sitting there. Alright, so there's a little tab. Okay, the tab lets us lift it out. And here's the unit itself. Let's get back to that. Let's see what's in the box first. Alright, so lift the top. Alright. Controller, looks like power supply. Oh, they include an HDMI cable. How often does that happen anymore? A USB cable. It's like a standard micro USB. Some sort of a power adapter, probably. The power. Let's see what kind of tip we got on this guy. Something proprietary, I think. And of course, the controller. That's pretty much, whoops, a couple of, oh, look at this, actual manuals. Yeah, whatever. All right, so here we go, the empty box. All right, the controller, we'll start with this guy before we get to the actual unit. This looks exactly like the same controller that was included for the Shield tablet. As you can see, it's nice and big, good for big hands. I'll take this plastic off of here, though. There's more plastic underneath. Anyway, this is a very nice controller. It does not have rumble, which is the first thing that a lot of people complain about. But as you can see, it's got two nice analog controls, your standard button arrangement, your D-pad. It's got a couple of special buttons, including an NVIDIA button on the middle. On the top, you'll see your standard triggers. They feel just a little bit different. The shoulders, you have your USB charging port here. And a headphone jack, which we're going to find out. Of course, the only thing I did not prepare was a set of headphones. We can solve that problem. Then here, this little guy, this little guy here simulates, I believe, a mouse roll, if I remember right. There's a little sensor in here. This tape is kicking my butt. It looks like it's got a partial charge. Now there's a little sensor in here that acts like a scroll wheel, and then this is a touchpad with a push and click for a click, and then the volume controls plus and minus are down here. So it's really a full-fledged controller. I mean, it's got everything on there, and as you can see, it's blinking trying to sync up to something, which there's nothing to sync up. All right, so here's our power. Looks like we have the standard power adapter. It'll include what you need to get started, which in my case is a US power plug. And it just slides in. There you go. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to cut this paper. I've set up all the plugs I hope we'll need. We'll see. All right, so it's pretty good size. I'd say probably 6 feet total. That's good. All right. And then we have our USB, which I'm assuming is solely to charge the controller. Again, about 5 feet maybe, 5-foot cable there, good. And then HDMI. Now this is supposed to be a 4K certified cable. I don't have a 4K TV. Looks like maybe a 4-foot cable, something to that effect. Very durable. It's very high quality. That's probably why it's like 4K certified. I'm not an HDMI expert, so I don't know what to tell you. All right, so we've got this. I've actually got my own HDMI plug sitting right here, so we're going to use something standard and not use the one that's in the box, which will probably prove to be our undoing. All right, so next up, let's look at the unit itself. Here along the top, it looks like we have a power button or power light. It's got a plastic cover on it to protect the plastic. We'll take that off. All right, and then another piece of protective gear. All right, so this is it. It's very, very small. I'm gonna give you guys a really good look at it. It's heavier than I thought it would be. It's pretty hefty. Looks like all the plugs are here on the back where they should be, and micro SD. Looks like maybe a micro USB, 2 USB 3s, an Ethernet, HDMI, and then I'm not sure what that guy is. I don't recognize the symbol. Nothing on the sides and nothing really on the bottom. Pretty nice little self-contained unit. So I was looking for something to open up to put a hard drive in it, but I see none of that. I'm trying to figure out where they would put a hard drive in this thing anyway. As you can see, it's very, very thin. I have a basis of comparison. Here's a 3DS XL, and here's the... It's not that much bigger. Alright, so I guess the only thing really left to do here is to plug this guy in and see how she works. Alright, so HDMI. Once I can get this guy online and I can Twitch with it, then that's interesting. No, never mind. That's my cable. I was saying, why does it have an Amazon cable? But that's mine. Duh. Alright. It's amazing how this plastic sticks around. I'll be finding this for a week. Look at this. Get some power here. So some juice. The power cable is the one that was at the end. Alright, in we go. As you can see, the green light has come on. Your Xbox is now alive. And I'm assuming I'm going to need some Ethernet. Now, it does have wireless built in, but for the sake of argument, I'm going for what I know. That's good power. All right, so looks like there's a switch right here on the front. No, top. All right, how do I turn this thing on? Maybe that's a infrared thing. I don't know. All right, well, behind me it is picking up the signal, so it must have just turned itself on. So let's give it what it wants. Of course, now I'm too close to use this. All right, we'll do it the hard way. All right, let's see what we got. The green light is on. And I guess it's possible I have the wrong HDMI port. Let's try this. Now, I don't usually do this manually, so you'll have to forgive me. We are experiencing technical difficulties. It's going to be one thing or another, folks. Hopefully, if it's not the unit, then we're in good shape. My guess is it's me being an artard and can't figure out how to use my own TV. I'll tell you what, those lights are so hot. Next, we'll be unboxing my television instructions. I can get nowhere with this. This is not the unboxing you came here for. Alright, well, there we go. Better late than never. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and get rid of some of these lights so we can see the screen a little better. We're done looking at the unit. So let's soften things up a little bit. So be a little more natural. There we go. And the controller already synced up. Don't worry, I know this isn't the best quality in the world, but you'll have to bear with me. Alright, so first thing we have is a selection for choosing your language, connecting to Google. What I should have done is had a keyboard handy. All right, well, while it's connecting to Google, I'll go see if I can dig up the keyboard. Very well prepared.